Oh, jeez.
There you guys go. I know you guys been missing that. Yeah, no Seagal this time. This one's actually going to be somebody else, somebody with real talent. Yeah, Neil Breen going to do double down. I have a very special guest for you guys today. Someone nobody's ever heard of. Some homeless guy I found. Hi, homeless.
I'm not homeless.
Okay, he is homeless though, but that's fine. How are you guys doing? No, the homeless guy's not Neil Breen. You guys okay? You guys, everything working out all right? Okay, good. So yeah, double down. This was Neil Breen's very first. I hate to call it movie, but I don't know what else to call it. So we'll just go with that. That it was a movie. Um, it's not great. You know what? Hello, guys. Hmm,
I have the stream running on another tab. I don't see us.
that should be good. Yeah, we just won't get the intro. All right, now we're here for reals, guys. Yeah, you missed some stuff because you guys screwed things up. But no, we're here. The homeless guys is that little guy to my left. Um, Found him on the street, asked if he had seen a Neil Breen movie. He told me to eat shit. So here he is. Um, Neil Breen, as I was trying to say before, you guys just all had computer problems. First movie, 2007. Now, people that want to say Neil Breen is just toying with us, he knows what he's doing. He's doing this on purpose because it gets people to see his videos. This was 2007, long before he had any recognition, long before I think it was Red Letter Media got a hold of it and kind of gave him notoriety. And he had done like 2 or 3 movies, and they all follow very similar things. So, yeah, there's no way he's doing this on purpose. He's just kind of a confused old man. Uh, Kind of endearing, but not really. But he does have more talent than Seagal. Um,
Can
so
confirm.
what did you think, homeless guy, of Double Down?
It was painful to say the least, and made almost absolutely no sense whatsoever. I don't understand how this movie got made. I don't understand if who invested in this movie. I didn't understand it.
I
It does
think
it does use a
the answer to who invested would be nobody. I think this was probably a triple digit budget movie. I would say, and not like high triple digits, not close to 1,000. I'm guessing in the between $1 to $200 range. Most of that's probably gas money, because this one was actually not in walking distance. Everything else he films is usually within walking distance of his house. A lot of this wasn't.
Yeah, I wonder how far out in the desert he had to go for a lot of these scenes because looked like almost like Star Wars in a few of them.
Yeah, so I am pretty sure I know where he went. There's a place just west of Las Vegas called Red Rock Canyon. Um, you can tell that's where this is because that's where we have red rocks out here. Pretty much the only place, and there's a lot of them. Oh, can't hear you. Let's see, I might have to turn your mic up. Maybe I can.
All right.
All right. Here, tell everyone how awesome I am.
Funniest guy on YouTube, hands down.
You guys hear that? Okay, 'cause I hear him just fine. Okay,
No,
Rob Schneider,
not hearing me.
I'm hearing you just fine. Like I said, they have lots of issues a lot. So, okay, yeah, Ed Derelict's got it. It's better. All right, fixed. Here we go. I'm gonna try and get video playing for you guys. I did make a video for this, although it's not going to help you understand it anymore. You'll probably understand it less. Hope you guys are ready for this. This is going to be rough.
Understatement.
Oh, now it's too loud. See, this is what I deal with. Everyone's a critic on the mic volume. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Anyways, we're gonna do the video now. So I don't know what John Leguizamo has to do with anything, but no, not John Leguizamo. All right, here we go, guys. This is just we gotta power through this. We gotta power through this. Yeah, first off, like 2 minutes of this. 2 minutes of just flying through the clouds. Does this have anything to do with anything? Nope, it doesn't. I'm guessing this was free or something. A lot of stock footage. I'm guessing he got what either he didn't have to pay for or could get on the cheap. And I have a theory he bases a lot of his movies around the stock footage. We'll get into that later. Oh yeah, so he keeps doing this. There's always these little skeleton bones. He has these all over the place. I have no idea why he does it. It's never mentioned. Nobody ever acknowledges it. But we're gonna get his background. We got some good background information. He's just sleeping next to the the severed leg that has been rotted into just a bone now. He just chills next to it. But anyways, yeah. Here's his here's his bio.
I was the first in my class in college in computer science.
What more could you need? Look how quickly he gets down that. I like how it pauses right there. I'm guessing he ate shit or something and fell because it just cuts right there. It probably well, I don't think he ever had a wife, Paul. They asked if it was dead wife's leg. That would maybe his dead obsession's leg, but probably not wife. This is his setup. This is his setup. These all go together perfectly. And here he is doing very
I
technical
developed
things.
a way to control any
Yeah, he's wearing gloves.
computer or satellite the government
So they
had.
can't
Why
like
hack
get the
with gloves?
fingerprints. So if you guys don't know anything about hacking, if you don't wear latex gloves while you're hacking, they will get your fingerprints. And I sped this up to 500% because he just does this for like 30 seconds, 30 full seconds of nonsense where he's supposed to be like, look at me, I'm doing hacker stuff. Just messes with everything. Like, yep, this is what hackers do. Yep, something with a needle. That's definitely how it works. Yep, still empty. Fantastic work with that nice plastic gun.
And to support the evacuees of natural catastrophes all over the world,
His dialogue.
like hurricanes, like Katrina.
So for those of you that don't know what a hurricane is, Katrina was a hurricane. Thankfully, Neil Breen explained that to us because we didn't know what he meant. We said, "What's a natural disaster?" Oh, hurricanes. Okay, but what's that? He truly is. He knows his audience, and of course, there's a skull right there. So for people who haven't been in the Las Vegas area, there usually aren't a bunch of rotting body parts just laying around everywhere. You're supposed to like investigate that. So usually that means somebody was killed or died. But no, just a skull by itself, but nothing else. Okay, yeah, that's how that works.
My orders from another country are to shut down the Las Vegas Strip for 2 months.
We're never told whose orders. We're never told why. Just a detail that nobody cares about. Yeah, the skull by the sign. Yeah. I guess there was a severed head there, and it's just been there for a long time. Now it's a bone. So, okay. I blurred this out because it's eye surgery. I don't know why he thought we wanted to see eye surgery in his movie. I'm guessing most people don't. That's why
I've
that's blurred
received
out.
bio-electromedical implants to assist me in carrying out my attacks.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. None of it's ever mentioned again, ever. Nothing about these implants. It never comes up. Doesn't play any role in anything. But he's got some eye implants. This is one of the big reasons I think he gets stock footage and says, "Huh, how can I base a movie around this?" Well, there's a thing of eye surgery, sure.
I just
He
eat
doesn't
tuna
do
out of the
he doesn't
can
do
and live in the
anything with
car.
those with the implants.
Yeah. Why is this here? Why is he showing us him eating tuna and spilling it all over himself? Nothing he
Yeah,
does
that was,
matches what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be some super agent CIA hacker guy that nobody will ever mess with. But yeah, he gets tuna all over himself and almost crashes his car because he's spilling so much tuna. Almost none of that tuna got into his mouth.
Governments don't dare try to kill me. I've let them all know that I've planted biological bombs in 7 major cities around the world.
That's something normal people do. Biological bombs in 7 cities around the world. Okay, that's very normal. You're such a good guy. Oh, Cave Gentleman, super chat. I was arrested for aiding and abetting a murderer for sending a super chat to Space Ice because the cops saw pitch meetings get slaughtered in the new Space Ice Blade Trinity video. Thank you, Cave Gentleman, for taking that. So I wasn't going to mention this, but it's been brought to my attention that he actually did Blade Trinity, I guess a few weeks ago. And so if there's people doubting that he's ripping me off, it doesn't get more obvious than this. But thank you, Cave Gentleman, for bringing that to my attention. I'm very happy that you're already out just a few hours later for aiding and abetting a murderer. Appreciate it.
I've also secretly notified all the major news agencies of my plan.
Why would you tell the news agencies if it's a secret? That seems like the worst possible thing you could do.
Okay. Drawing attention to yourself.
You think it might be drawing a little attention to yourself? I mean, why would they keep it secret? I mean, that's kind of what they do. I mean, as we all know, journalists have integrity. So if they found something out, that was supposed to be secret, they wouldn't tell anyone. My man, Kyle St. Pierre, here with the oldie but goodie. What comes next is the most vicious beating Nicolas Cage has ever given a 7-foot-tall singing weasel with a sack full of energy drinks in at least the last 5 years. Thank you, Kyle St. Pierre.
On that one.
Yeah. I mean, we started this one a little later than normal, so this should just be normal time for him. I mean, his last name's St. Pierre. He could be French or French-Canadian. Things are different out there. Forgot where I was with this, but I'm sure it was something stupid.
I've invented an invisible shield device. Using satellite lasers, I become invisible.
Yeah, he kills this guy. If you guys believe this or not, that also never comes up again. Okay, cool. Oh, Doc Dizzle with another super chat. Space Ice left me waiting at the altar after calling off our engagement. I looked so silly in my white leather chaps and vest, but I still love him. Thank you, Doc Dizzle. It was a confusing time in my life. I wasn't ready to commit, but I'm glad you still love me. Thank you. So yeah, he's got a magical force field that makes him invisible and kills anyone that gets near him. So, all right, this is very grounded so far.
Grounded in stupidity.
A lot of stupidity. This thing. So people who are normal and haven't seen all the Neil Breen movies, because you don't have a channel that makes fun of bad movies. It's unclear if that guy is supposed to be the exact same character or he just brings that character into every movie, meaning it's not supposed to be the same guy, but it's the same idea. There's always just a guy, you see his shoes, his black polished shoes, and then it walks and nothing, we're never told who it is, what it is, why it's there. It seems to serve no purpose. I mean, apparently it's been there since the beginning. I don't know if that was in Cade. I don't remember that in Cade. Oh boy. Oh boy. And this is his hacking. I had to speed this up to 500% too, because he has these really long drawn out scenes where he's not doing anything. So homeless guy, you're a computer hacker. Is this accurate? Is this how that works?
Totally 100% accurate. I do this every day at work.
Okay, yeah, you have 3 laptops that are powered off, and you just type in all 3 simultaneously. You get more computing power, I think, that way. Also boosts the signal.
Yep, and gloves are mandatory.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's not wearing gloves. Oh my god. Thank God he's got that magic force field. That makes pretty much everything in the movie irrelevant because nothing can get near him.
Where are you? Where am I? You're me.
Is this little Spanish kid ever seen again after this?
Yeah, he's seen at the end. He comes back at the very end. He's in a car. He's supposed to be, actually might come up a couple times in the middle. He's just supposed to be young Breen, I guess, when he was a child. Is this supposed to represent something? Probably, but it doesn't. I mean, he probably thought it was going to, but then never got around to making sense out of it. So I don't know why he asks. I love how he asks questions and then answers it. Makes it so much easier for the audience. God. This scene. I love. So he's gonna kill. He's testing out his bioterrorism thing, and he's gonna test out the lake. And I just love how he gives us a scene of the fish. Like, hey, what's that guy doing? Like, we need to know the fish's point of view when this is happening. See how see how terrified that fish looks? Do you know how hard it is to get a fish to look terrified on command? They are notoriously hard to train. Have you, homeless guy, ever trained fish?
I have not, but I have a cat who's
Okay.
pretty obedient.
Yeah, well, I've heard obviously acting, like they're not great actors. They're not very believable as fish. But this guy nails it. And I don't know what he's doing to that other fish. I'm gonna hope they're just friends, but I'm not really sure what's going on there. So he pours this powder. Oh man, what's that? Oh, they're dead fish.
It's like instant death.
Also, I meant to pause it there. Why are they all on? Why they're dying? They're like, let's make a break for land. It's our only chance. We'll get up on land and we'll live on land. Why would they all go there? I don't know if that's what fish do. Is that what when fish die? Do they go onto the shore? Is that how it works?
Almost perfectly lined up, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, now we see how fast he comes down this because he's such a badass.
It's parkour.
That's badass. This is the pool he and his fiance are at. This is stock footage. I'm pretty sure this is the South Point Hotel in Las Vegas, just south of the Strip. It's unclear if this is all he could find because it looks like he and his fiance are supposed to be alone, but this is clearly a public pool with lots of people there.
I love you. Oh, jeez.
It's a shame this wasn't seen wider because that's an Oscar-worthy performance. Oh, geez, as she gets shot. First 12 times I watched this, I had to stop. I just broke into tears. It wasn't even just like tears. It was loud, obnoxious little kids sobbing. Northern English bastard. The dead fish were the real talent of the movie. That's just a fact. I can't argue against that, sir. They have a kissing scene later. I'm pretty sure I included it. It's good stuff. Yeah, this is what most people remember about this movie. I think like 5 times he wakes up on the ground outside of his car. And it says "help me" written in what's supposed to be blood. It's obviously it's not real blood. He's not bleeding, so I'm guessing it's one of his victims. He really gives off a serial killer vibe. So, homeless guy, how many people do you think Neil Breen has killed?
Hundreds.
Hundreds? Okay, there. I
He
just
said
fixed
that
her
he
name.
said that he said that he buried the what did he say in the beginning of the movie? It was that I buried the body in the sea of the desert or something like that, and it's like it's pretty
I don't know
prolific.
what movie this is. I don't think it was this one. Does he say that?
I think he says that in the beginning. When he talks about the desert and how vast it is, and
Man, look at this nerd watching the actual movie. You nerd. This is Neil Breen. Just wing it. Just
you
wing
know what?
it.
Next time I won't take notes.
Oh man, now he's like, what the hell is that? Why doesn't he sleep in the car? Oh, see, if this weren't Neil Breen, I would think this is like a clue or something like this. Oh, look, an empty beer can. Maybe he has like alcoholism or he's been drinking, and maybe that's a clue or why some of this stuff is happening. But knowing Neil Breen, nothing means anything to anything else. Everything is just a random sequence that doesn't lead to the next scene or is completely unrelated to the previous scene. Nothing has anything to do with anything else. So, yeah, tuna and I think that's Miller Lite. Those are his two passions. And there's a picture.
Las Vegas. Enjoy it while you can. I'm about to end it all.
Yeah. I don't know if that's supposed to be ominous and intimidating, but coming from Neil Breen, nothing's intimidating. All right, homeless guy, do you think you could take Neil Breen one-on-one in a fist fight?
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt? Okay. Is there anything?
He,
What about Reese Witherspoon?
no, I could never hit a woman like that, especially her.
Okay, I meant Neil Breen
Oh,
Witherspoon.
could Neil Breen take Reese Witherspoon? No, absolutely not. Breen defeated. Witherspoon defeated Seagal. So how could she expect? How would she lose to Neil Breen?
Yeah, but Neil Breen beat Seagal, so it's like
Fair
the
enough.
logical matchup.
It's nice to be here working with the agency in another assignment.
Yeah, so they're supposed to be the CIA, and I know I have a lot of CIA and FBI that watch my videos. The CIA is not allowed to do like missions within the U.S., right? Like they can't do that. That's what the FBI is for. It says the agency, Paul, but later he specifically says CIA. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to do missions within the United States. I would watch Keanu Reeves as Neil Breen, the Neil Breen movie.
I'm not going in your office buildings. I know they're all bugged. Not to mention the skeletons that are in there.
I don't know if that's supposed to be metaphorical. Do you think that's metaphorical?
I think it's a metaphor for all the plastic skeletons that he bought for this movie.
So he meant literally. That's where he's been storing them, is that guy's office. That makes a lot more sense than I was thinking. I mean, because metaphorically doesn't make sense because it's this dude's office. Why would he have skeletons in the office? Why would he have real skeletons in the office? Why would any of that be in his office?
Why would he not look in his closet for months on end?
One of life's great mysteries is Neil Breen. Danemark Ramen. Neil Breen is the fish whisperer. You guys love the fish thing, yeah. Last few comments been about Neil Breen and the fish. Told you that was some good acting by that fish. That was 14 ZARs. Nobody's really sure what the ZAR is. Doesn't matter. It's good stuff. Thank you, Dane.
He is planning something very big.
He who?
That's a good question. So, yeah, I don't know. It's either at some points in the video or the movie, it seems like Neil Breen is the guy because that's his plan. Remember, he was hired to wipe out the Las Vegas Strip, and they're trying to find out the guy trying to wipe out the Las Vegas Strip.
Is
But
he
then
maybe
he finds
talking
like
about a personality?
I don't think so. No, because there's like two other guys he catches, and it's like got him that they were all looking for. Yeah, probably personalities, probably fight.
Bigger than 9/11 or any of the other larger catastrophes we caught in time after 9/11.
Yeah, so this is when everyone says, wait, this was after 9/11? This wasn't made in the 60s? And his dialogue, you could just say, or the other ones we caught in time.
9/11 or any of the other larger catastrophes we caught in time after 9/11.
Why does he have to specify after 9/11? Why does that matter? Just an incredible dialogue. Wow, steal the fish. Fish do not have 75K for a star. Yeah, okay. Oh man, the old man.
Old man,
Oh, this guy.
you don't look like a terrorist to me.
There's no reason he should think he looks like a terrorist. The old man's just sitting there. The old dude is just sitting there, and he comes up, points his gun at him, and says, "You don't look like a terrorist." You're right, he doesn't. But he does give him this fool's gold. and then dies. And he just throws rocks on his body. That's what you're supposed to do in Las Vegas. If somebody dies, you just throw rocks on them. That's actually, this part is actually legit. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this part. Yeah, his arm would. Yeah. Yeah. So the old guy dies. He gets that rock, and he's convinced this rock is just, it's just a great rock. See, nothing has anything to do with anything. Now he's at his parents' grave, which I guess is also in Las Vegas.
It's incredible long.
Mom, is there life after death?
Okay, first of all, they're sitting there looking at you, talking to you. Do you really have to ask them that? What do you think they're going to say? No, no.
You
And
think
why
those are
mom?
Neil
What about
Breen's
dad?
actual parents?
I don't think so. I don't think those are his actual parents. There's a whole thing about Breen where his age, he might be lying about his age, and he might be a lot older than he's saying. I meant to do that, but I completely spaced it. There's like there's a yearbook thing. A yearbook, like one of those online yearbooks you can look up. And like one of the years has what appears to be Neil Breen. His name, looks like his face. That makes him it makes him like a good 15, 20 years older than he claims he is. I meant to bring that up because it's pretty compelling. And the only person that says he's his actual age is, well, not his actual age, but his claimed age is him. So I'm guessing his real parents had probably died already of old age. And yeah, he tried to rip off the Sistine Chapel, was it the creation of Adam or something? Sure.
I don't remember the actual name. I know the one you're talking about, though. It's on the ceiling.
Yeah. And then they go back to
see you
heaven.
at the lake the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, he was not at the lake. Nobody's at the lake except his dead parents. That's it. But apparently this guy saw him. I don't know if he was peeking or what. Out in the bushes, in those desert bushes.
Did you see them?
Schoolgirls.
My
Little
parents?
So this scene, this is like 10 seconds later. Literally, this happened. It goes straight to that scene where they're sitting down. So he's reminding the audience in case they forgot what happened 10 seconds prior. So thank you, Neil Breen, for that. I forgot about that. It'd been a long time.
Can I have some water, please?
Grandma, can I get it?
Yes.
Okay. So, God, like literally, I should have just played the entire movie and bitched the entire time about the entire movie. That seems kind of weird. He's asking her for water. Grandma, can I get him water? Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know there's some abuse going on there. But the worst part, the cup's not even empty. The cup's still half full. Why is he making her get more water? I think she can't add too much to that. Why is he being a dick and making her do? I mean, this is something you could solve. Just pour a little water. Just pour the water out before you give it to her. And do this scene. Like, it's not like he couldn't afford to pour water out.
Or just have a water pitcher at the table like a normal family.
Well, she has to leave because we get this. You'll see.
Speaking of secrets.
Nobody said anything about secrets. Nobody said shit about secrets. She leaves and he says, speaking of secrets.
Our daughter Megan was just diagnosed with brain cancer.
It's like, oh, by the way, in case you didn't hear.
Yeah, so she's got brain cancer. He thinks he's curing her cancer and just doing that very normal thing. You know, when your daughter is sitting down at dinner. Yes, this is dinner, guys, and I'm not joking. This is dinner. Yeah, I know there's light in the background. It's clearly like early afternoon. But this is dinner. Just putting your hand on your daughter's head and just holding it there. That is super creepy. Yeah, he's healing her cancer.
No, thank you.
Thank you. I don't think anyone said thank you to him. So that seems like he's responding with a thank you with no thank you. Yeah, he just said that. Oh yeah, sped this up. He really struggles to get up this hill. It's like a full minute trying to get up that hill. I think the slide down was not intent. I mean, yeah, it was accidental. It was not intentional. But he just said, you know what? That gives me more run time. I like it.
Tonight, I believe I cured Megan of cancer.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying about dinner. It's nighttime, right? It's just there's a stadium right outside. It's got those bright ass lights. It's hell to live there. So yeah, this is nighttime.
I want to use that power to bring you back.
No.
Yeah, I'm with her. This sounds stupid. No. Fuck you, no. Whatever you're saying, no. Yeah, he does have some guns on him. Man, he is jacked. Mark Ivy. Smiley face. I'm guessing that's what that was. Thank you, sir. 99.99 funny looking E. That's backwards. Oh yeah, this is something. So it makes it seem like these are the people. Pause. So these are, I guess, supposed to be the people actually doing the plan. It's we don't ever really find out who these people are or what this was about. But he does drop the bag on the ground, and stuff comes out because they don't pack them very well. I don't know why this is packed so poorly. Oops. Now we get some high-level CIA intelligence, counterintelligence, badassness.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. No damage.
She's walking with an empty shopping cart just straight into his car. That is so smooth. That is so smooth because she's like a secret agent for somebody we have no idea who. And yeah, this is I know the shopping center. It is literally across the street from his house. Just walked in, bumps it. Oh yeah, that's not noticeable. There's no way he'll notice a giant piece of gum with a weird diode in it. You'd think he would at least like flip it over the other way, or at least buried in the gum. It is very clearly sticking out of that. Logan's
Looking
Run
at
with
the
a
wheel
super
well.
chat. Thank you, Space Ice. You're saving every one of us. Damn right I am. So, homeless guy, if you were out somewhere and you saw that on your car, would that look suspicious to you?
Nope, not at all. I wouldn't
Okay,
think twice.
let's say a lady was pushing an empty cart, slammed into your car, and where she slammed, that was there. You think maybe you'd be like looking for a dent or damage or something in that exact spot?
Is the lady good looking?
She's not bad. She's all right. Let me see.
I probably wouldn't be looking for it then.
Wouldn't be looking for damage? If she's pretty, or
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
she's all right. Not
That's
nothing
okay.
special.
No damage.
Not ugly.
She was convincing.
Oh, she's an amazing actress. Yeah, her and the fish. God, this lady. Oh my God. Oh boy, what to say about her? Yeah, so she's recording. Who is she recording for? No idea.
Like the rest of this movie, it's never brought up again.
It's not brought up again. There's actually a really good question for you from chat that gotta
Me?
find it. Thank you, Jay. This is a good one. All right. Can homeless guy give a rating on that grocery cart? So you probably had a lot of grocery carts, lived in a few maybe. How was that grocery cart?
I think that was very well built. It seemed to be smooth. You know, didn't no wheel. Nothing is worse than when you have those carts where one wheel drags.
One wheel drags, or it's like super wobbly. It's just a pain in the ass. It doesn't go smooth. Yeah, it
Yeah.
seemed pretty smooth. All right.
So
So
I'll give that cart a 10 out of 10.
damn. All right. I didn't know it was that good, but okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah. It's not just that she's recording for unknown reasons. She's also shot in the head
Are you
for
still-
unknown reasons from unknown people. None of that. He's not even acknowledged. Breen doesn't even like, oh, that's weird. That sounded like a gunshot. Nope, nothing. We just move on. And I brought this here because this is one of my theories. I'm not sure if it's what I went over or claimed in my video I did on this.
On that quest?
So he asks him, how was that quest going? Now, later on, like at the very end of the movie, he asks, or some old guy tells him, leave him alone. He's on a quest. which gives me like a Pulp Fiction. These are out of order. It doesn't make sense because it's like he doesn't know him later. He was at his house. He knows about his daughter's brain cancer, but it's like he doesn't know him later. Now, it could be a combination. Like it could be an accidental Pulp Fiction. Like he just put him in the wrong order, but it wasn't on purpose. He's just, he's Neil Breen, so that's what happened. But that solves like one issue, like the 500 in this movie. So, how do you feel about that? You think that's possible? You think this could be intentionally out of order?
I think so, but I think that Breen wrote this movie as he was going along, considering all the things that don't line up with everything else and 500 things that don't get answered by the end of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot could have been added later when he got just a trove of stock footage. It's like, all right, how can I make this work? We got to put this in here.
What do you have for me this time? Cryptography?
That's his answer, just so you know. That's his answer to how's that quest? They have a whole conversation. I'm not going to do the whole conversation, copyright issues. They keep saying things to each other, like not only are they not talking to each other, but what they're saying has nothing to do with what they said before. It is just like a weird random AI have a conversation with yourself, another AI have a random conversation with yourself, and then just put them together, just mix them in randomly. That's what this is. This is supposed
I'll
to
have
be
it back in about an hour before they finish dinner.
again before they finish dinner. You saw it was bright. I mean, Neil Breen's an older guy. He might do like that 3 p.m. dinner. That could be just his thing. And this is not a restaurant. I think this is a medical facility. Nothing about this says restaurant.
I was going to say, I
I'll
think
have
we're
it
gonna
back in
have dinner
about an
around 3
hour.
p.m.
Yeah. Here we go. Let me see something.
Before they finish dinner.
How do you know how long it's going to take? So he's pretending to be a driver. He picked that couple up. He was supposed to pick them up. Remember, this is the super genius, first in his class at some college or something. Okay, thank you, 11. I need this for my sanity. 11 MA. If you do Under Siege, please make it about Deputy Marshal Samuel Gerard coming undercover to set a Vasa Gall movie to bring him back to prison. Sure. Good ideas, any. Appreciate that, 11 MA. So yeah, he was supposed to pick them up. These guys, he picked the other people up. And a lot of this movie doesn't gel with the idea that he's the super smartest hacker genius that's ever existed. But
Cyborg.
he is half machine right now. That's true.
What do you mean I picked up the wrong couple?
I mean, just looking at them, I'm guessing their last names were not similar. They look like they'd have like a Sanchez or Rodriguez type last name.
Get out!
The other people didn't.
Get out!
Oh boy. Yeah, they don't look like Rodriguez or Hernandez or Sanchez. He gave them paralytics, paralyzes their bodies. He's dead. She can't move. And first, I love that he's yelling at them to get out. He's dead and she can't move, and he's yelling at them to get out. He paralyzed them. Then he just dumps her body on her husband's dead body and says, peace out.
That guy's name is definitely Keith.
Keith, I could see a Keith. Yeah. Keith, there's some like really old name that nobody's really named anymore, like Walt. It could be a Walt. So yeah, Netflix, I think, stole this idea. Don't they have some movie about a lady that's paralytics? Anyways, yeah, paralytics don't work that way if anyone knows anything about them. What they do is they paralyze your breathing too. So you will die if you have that. You can't just have that and be dropped off and be fine and it wears off. You stop breathing and you die. That's why they only do it like when people are having surgery and they're actually able to breathe for them. Whatever. It's Neil Breen. Why should I expect anything? And because he's such a genius, Neil Breen is such a genius. They knew he was coming for him, so they ended it themselves. Genius that didn't know, that picked up the wrong couple, because he, how smart he is, and everything he's done has been so smart. How does he know they're coming for him?
Are you sure those aren't Indians?
Whoa, man. Whoa.
Well, I
Well, they
mean,
didn't
'cause
have the
I
dot.
can't. Go
They
ahead.
didn't have the dots earlier. That's the thing. We just saw him at the chapel. I mean, I don't know how that works, where they get the dot. Is that something they do? Is it a permanent thing? Does anyone in chat know? Is that permanent? Do they have to do it like periodically? Because I've never actually thought of that until right now. Okay,
I was
so
gonna say I can't tell if those are exit or entrance wounds. So it's just
well,
like
it's because there's no hole, so that's why you can't tell. There's literally no hole,
could
and the
be.
way they're sitting up is amazing. Usually, when you die, especially by getting shot through the brain, is you kind of slump. But no, I guess their posture is just so good. Their back muscles are so solid. They stayed up. But yeah, there's no hole. It's pretty stupid. And why would they go to the lake? They said they went to the lake. Is that their honeymoon? Is go sit at this ugly lake? It doesn't appear to have a whole lot of water. This is it. This is the genesis of the Ferrari that he likes to bring into other movies.
Do you think this is his car? Or you think he rented it?
I think this is either his or a friend's car, because it's also in Fateful Findings. So you see this car other times. And I don't think a rental place would get a stupid vanity plate like that. I think it is real copy. I think it is. If a rental had that, I would be like, well, I ain't getting that car. Yeah, you ain't giving me that shit. Nope. So I would assume he would do that. I'd be like, oh, this is so badass. They're going to know it's a Ferrari because they're going to see the license plate. Yeah, so this is the guy who you think is the guy they're looking for. And I'll just... Why is he getting in the car? How does he know who he is, where he is? None of that's explained. He takes him here.
Isn't Vegas wonderful?
Okay. I had to cut out a little part of this for context. This is a prostitute he called to distract him because he's going to kill him or knock him out or something. This was a prostitute he called. So he called and said he's got a job for her. Now, weird thing to know about her is she looks suspiciously like the lady that went to dinner with the husband whose car he took. Very suspiciously, almost like she's the exact same lady. You think that's the same lady, homeless guy?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah,
Because
it's definitely the
Breen
same
is too
lady.
cheap to get somebody else.
Yeah, she does die. I think I put it in there, and she doesn't have her blonde wig on. Yeah, that's why I did it.
She has nice collarbones, though.
Yeah, okay.
Great, Ferrari. Who's your friend?
Holy shit, it's him!
Yeah, we still never tell us who that is. I don't know if you're supposed to assume it's the guy that's doing the terrorism thing. They don't tell us. They say, "Holy shit, it's him!" And then they point their guns right at him, like dude's unconscious. Oh yeah, there she is. Seeing with her wig next to her and her actual hair. Definitely the same lady with those amazing collarbones. Homeless guy digs collarbones, just so you guys know. He's got a weird thing for him.
I do.
This is an anthrax dealer. We're going in for the buy. It's good for your resume.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything about
use resume.
Yeah, everything about all of that. We're going in for an anthrax buy. Great for your resume. And this is how you do anthrax buys. Everyone just points rifles right at each other. This seems like
Point range.
They're pretty close to each other. They're pretty close. They might miss. Who knows? They might miss, but I wouldn't count on it. Yeah, if you got, I don't want to tell you guys how to be terrorists, but if you're doing an anthrax buy and this is like how it's supposed to go down, don't even do it. Just leave. It's not worth it. And here's where Breen, he realizes, holy shit, you can't see, but he's got his little fake gun in his right hand. I have one hand. He has one hand. We can't really do a trade like this. How are we supposed to do a trade when we only have one hand? So they cut away from it. And then it's just magically been traded.
It broke open.
He does drop it, but we get some more magic. Watch the magic.
Run!
See his gun? Yeah, because it ain't there.
Kill them.
I killed him.
Kill them.
Oh, there's his gun. He still got it. Disappeared so he could pick it up. Reappeared. He's got some magic. Disappearing, reappearing gun. He's got the brick, I guess, of anthrax. I don't know what was in those vials. They never explained anything about those vials. I mean, they're little blood tubes. They're not. They're blood tubes. So, like, if you get cultures at like a hospital or something. That's the entire shootout. That's the action scene. Just that little stock gunfire, and it's over.
It went down.
I guess this is supposed to be the way it was. He says everything went great, but he dropped a vial that everyone ran away from because it was going to kill him. I guess that's great. Yeah, okay. There's a biological agent out there that's going to kill anyone that gets near it, but nah, we're good. We're good.
Where does he go?
He's on a quest.
This is what I was talking about, how he tells him he's on the quest. Even though earlier, and he asked him about the quest, now he's asking, he just finds out he has a quest. This is like the only thing I have that gives me a Pulp Fiction thing on this. But fuck it, it's better than anything else anyone else has. I know the tuna theory, but he's not smart enough for that tuna theory. Look how hot this kissing is. She like turns to the side of him like, I ain't kissing you on the lips.
Didn't mean to disturb your lunch.
Damn, Chuck Norris shows up. Yeah, it's the same sound effects. He's got like 2 sound effects he uses. Yeah, he's basically Chuck Norris. Who are those guys? Why are they having lunch when it's clearly nighttime? None of this is explained. We don't know why he killed them, why the rifles are all just sitting against a rock. RT and Z. Steven Seagal is the anti-Chuck Norris. Sure, okay. I'll get to Norris one of these days. People ask about him a lot. So, how would you rate that action scene you just saw?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Wow, he's getting a lot of 10s. Damn. Okay. All right. The shopping cart got a 10. This action scene got a 10. Her collarbones were a 10 out of 10.
I'm easy to please. I never gave a rating to the. I never gave a rating to the collarbones. Officially.
Yeah, I know. I made it up. All right. So we have former military here.
Stolen valor.
Yeah. No. The opposite. So I just want you guys to know. This is exactly how this works. This is their Class A uniform. That is a official vest. That's where all the medals go. He explains what the medal is for.
This is medal.
Oh, I talked over it. I'll go back a little bit. Yeah, he explains what it's for.
Armed Forces medal.
It's the Armed Forces medal. Do any of you have an Armed Forces medal? Oh, man, there's so many apologies right now in chat. I don't know if you can see it. They're just all apologizing for ever doubting Breen. Can you tell me which one the Armed Forces medal is?
That one.
That one? The one he's holding? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. RRT and Z. In Star Wars, Chuck Norris played the Force. Did he? Oh.
That's true.
Apparently that's true. That's been confirmed. Homeless guy here confirmed it. And he doesn't have a home, so why would he lie? He's probably he's in a public library, I'm sure, and that's a fake background.
They have the best showers.
I can create an EMP.
Wait, they have showers at the library? That's wild. All right, so we get this technical. I gotta go back because I got excited and hit play too early. But he explains for the normies out there who aren't super genius hackers like me and homeless guy, what an EMP is.
I can create an EMP, electromagnetic blast.
That's what it stands for, guys. Electromagnetic blast, EMP. Super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
No! That's impossible. How can that be?
Yeah, so the girl with the brain cancer apparently wasn't cured and is dead now, and he's asking how could that be? And I'm guessing it's the dad, and he's saying because she had fucking cancer. I told you that. What do you mean? How could that be? She had brain cancer. Why is this a surprise? He doesn't tell him that he cured it with his fool's gold he got from a dead old guy that he almost shot. He left that part out.
I've got to take this other call.
That's the same phone call. Yeah, the dad called, said, my daughter just died. She had brain cancer. He's like, yeah, okay, but I got another call. Sorry, I know this is awkward timing. What a bro. That's a true bro right there. He's like, oh, this is awkward. I want to get off of this. He probably didn't even have another call. It was just an excuse to get off the phone.
It's time to begin the attack.
Yeah. Oh, this is my other theory. Yeah, so now he's going to start the attack. We got Steven Seagal's in chat again. He shows up every now and then. Seagal, you're not welcome here. But yeah, he's planning that he's doing the attack that we thought he stopped because we assumed the guy he caught, we assumed they had something to do with the movie and not just some random dude, but apparently it was just a random dude. It had nothing to do with anything. So this is the other theory. This is as much as I'm pretty sure YouTube will allow me to show. You guys can kind of guess what he's doing here. The other theories, he goes through with it, and this works. And there's an other clue at the very end for this. Wow, RRTNZ from New Zealand. 5 New Zealands. Chuck Norris got a maths PhD for solving an unsolvable problem. With a single word, violence. Cause Chuck Norris can solve any problem with violence. Thank you, RTNZ, and that is actually true. Pretty much every problem ever can be solved with violence. If it has to do with other people, then yes. People don't want to hear that, but yeah, violence is, that's how it works. All right, Steven Seagal is saying he will have his revenge. All right, you know where I live, Steve. Got to come back to America, though. SEC will be waiting for you. Good luck with that. But yeah, still have an open challenge to Steven Seagal. Fight him anytime, any place, except for Russia. I'm not flying out to Russia. I guess oh, okay. Lucky Chat has a strip club now. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, video.
We know who the Las Vegas connection is. I've arranged for you to meet him and do your job.
They planted this. They know it's me.
So I guess I was right. He is the guy. He is the guy that they were looking for, that he was looking for. Why was he doing all the other stuff if it was him? How does he not feel that big old piece of gum with a diode on it? Like, how? Okay. Oh, here we go. Mike Concho, $4.99. I feel like this is a schizophrenic's interpretation of a schizophrenic living out his schizophrenia in a reality where Rob Schneider has a cult. I'm not sure if he's talking about my channel or if he's talking about the movie. I guess we'll just have to use our imaginations. I'm going to assume he's talking about the movie. But the Rob Schneider cult thing, that's my channel. So, damn. He's being ambiguous like Neil Breen, where none of it makes sense. Thank you, Mike.
Las Vegas. Here I come. Now you'll be just as alone as I am.
He's been there for a long time. He's been in Las Vegas for quite a while. What do you mean, here I come?
What's he talking about alone? He's been around people constantly this whole movie.
That's a good point. Lily June. Love your humor in videos. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Yeah, he's been around a lot of people the entire time. Yeah, he hasn't really been alone. He was having dinner with his friends. He was hanging out with his parents. And I don't know what it means. Las Vegas will be alone? How does that make sense? It's a city. It's not because everyone's going to be dead and they're going to also be dead because he's dead. Yeah, I don't know.
Be quiet and listen. I'm calling all of you simultaneously by way of conference call.
Okay. Homeless guy, before you started living on the streets, you knew a bit about phones. Is that what a conference call is?
No, not
You
exactly.
don't just pick up 3 different phones, dial 3 different numbers, and now if you're telling them, I'm talking to all of you. Nobody say anything. I'm talking to all of you. How do they know who all of you is? And why
Well,
does
it's
that
like when
matter?
it's like when mafia guys say, this thing of ours.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he doesn't have to say that. Why does it matter who else is listening? Doesn't matter how many phones he has. He's still talking to each of them kind of individually. Like it, unless he starts. Maybe he cut a lot of this out and he's like starts bantering with one of them. I don't know, but as far as I can tell, none of this makes any point.
I can't imagine how much post production goes into a Neil Breen movie.
um. Yeah. So my theory on that is a ton, but just because he has no idea what it's doing. Like, I could do it in an afternoon. You could probably do it in an afternoon. Most people in chat could do it in an afternoon, but it's probably like 9 to 10 months with him. That's my theory.
I've done all I can do to stop the attack. I hope this proves whose side I'm on, and that my loyalty is to my country.
So, his proof of his patriotism and loyalty is that he's not murdering hundreds of thousands of people. So, congratulations, homeless guy. Congratulations, chat. You are all patriots, America loving patriots, whether you're American or not. We all owe you all a big debt of gratitude for not slaughtering hundreds of thousands of people and entire cities. So thank you, guys.
My pleasure.
Now, this is the other part that makes me think he's dead. So this is not really his wife. I guess they just got engaged. They're his dead fiance. He's in the back seat.
Thank you for loving me.
Not that part.
Forgive me. It had to be this way.
So he says that like 3 times. Forgive me, it had to be this way. So from what we're explicitly shown, he's saying he stopped the attack. He's not killing everyone. And then, forgive me, it had to be this way. So yeah, with her being in the back seat, I'm taking it that they're both dead now. How do you come down on that? I know you thought you had this completely figured out. You had diagrams. It's the whole Pepe Sylvia meme thing. That's what he was telling me before. Does this fit into that?
My theory is that I think he died when he dropped the tuna fish on his lap and he swerved off the road.
Oh,
So that's my
okay.
theory.
Okay, yeah. And Nice Nova TE says he's the chicken of the sea. That fits. That fits. Okay. So yeah, the tuna theory that's been out there is all that tuna gave him mercury poisoning, which will cause you to go insane. I don't hate that theory. It actually kind of fits, but it fits too well for this to be anything for Neil Breen. There's a question for you in chat.
Me.
Philip wants to know if you're married. And he says if the answer is no, he's got some follow-ups for you that he wants to do privately.
Not interested, but thank you.
So that means he's playing hard to get, Philip. You know what to do.
No, I'm just not gay.
Super hard to get. You got this, Philip. RRT and Z. When Rob Schneider once borrowed Chuck Norris's aftershave and morphed into young Lou Diamond Phillips, Rob was great in LA Bomba and Young Guns. Thank you, RRT and Z.
Chat comes up with some great questions.
Sometimes they do, yeah. They surprise me. There's I talked about this last time. When I ask for questions on the community things, I tend to. Oh, I can. Let's see. There we go. I do the whole Rob Schneider silliness with the poll questions. So roughly 90 to 90% of the questions are comments about Rob Schneider, which puts me in a weird situation. Should I not do the Rob Schneider thing and just have the questions so I get actual questions and not just people talking about Schneider? And I say that's a question, but it's rhetorical because I can't stop. It's got to be Rob Schneider. I'm sorry, guys. I got to figure out a way to get actual questions, but I I can't do that to my boy. He couldn't be here today. Oh no, he is here. Oh, he snuck up behind me. Hey, we're up. So we have like 4 questions. I could just start reading the Rob Schneider, but no, we only have like 4 questions. All right, this is from Nick Burnett. How can I get my wife not to take it the wrong way when I say I want to watch Double Team? So Nick, here's what you do. You say Double Team with Van Damme. Then it doesn't matter which way you're talking about, she's in. Don't mention the Dennis Rodman part because that's not going to help either way either. Thank you, Mitch. Oh, no, sorry, that was Nick. Mitch asks the next question. My cat's cat litter keeps getting in cracks of the wood floor I spare room. Okay, just so you know, I read these as they're written, so if the grammar makes no sense, don't get on me. When I go to sell the house, should I even try and get cat litter out or just cover it by putting carpet down? Yeah, so I asked for Fast and the Furious questions, which I think there's one of, and home repair, do-it-yourself home repair. So that's actually a good question. I'm glad you asked this, Mitch. Here's what you do. When you don't want to live there anymore, you just burn it down and get the insurance money. That is just so much easier. You don't got to clean up cat shit. You don't got to do anything. You just burn it down. What do you think, homeless guy? Do you have any tips for cat litter out of cracks in the wood floor?
Get one of those automatic cat litter boxes. I find they work really well.
Okay, so I think we're in agreement that burn the place down. He said the floor is already wood. It's halfway done for you.
That's not what I said.
That's what he meant, though. He didn't say it, but that's what he meant. All right, East Philadelphia. Home repair, huh? How do I get the Rob Schneider out of my linen closet? I feel like it's gonna be the same answer from both of us. I think just burn it down. And homeless guy, I'm just gonna. We spoke about this before. He says you should also get one of those automatic cat litter boxes. So, wow. And do you have any other way? Did you come up with a second way? Homeless guy
No,
that
burn
get.
the house down.
Okay, yeah,
Burn the house down.
okay, but he says, yeah, he changed his mind. Don't get that cat litter box. Burn it down. Oh, wow. No, it's understood. You started by saying you do anything, but what I'm hearing is you think you've done everything. From Lord Vulcan. What is that from? That is super
Wrath of Man.
familiar. What is
Wrath
it?
of Man. Wrath of Man.
Is that when he's trying to get the guys to torture people to find his son, or not to find his son, but find out who did it?
Yeah. That's when he's like turning over like the entire underworld.
Gotcha. That's actually a good movie, Chad. If you haven't seen it, Wrath of Man with Jason Statham. Wrath of Tuna. Okay. Clockwork Orange Cassidy's still on the tuna. He's been doing nothing but tuna talk ever since we got to that scene. It's actually remarkable. He's got very single track mind, but I don't say we love him anyways, but we tolerate him anyways. Oh, here we go. From Mitch Get Rich. If you had to replace one regular from Fast and Furious franchise with Rob Schneider from the beginning, who would you choose? And no, he can't pull a clumps and play them all. First of all, he could if he chose to. He absolutely could. So I reject that. Who would you have him replace in the franchise?
Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh my God, I was gonna say Letty, so the exact same person. Shit. I guess Han. I would have him replace Han. Can't believe you took my good one. First, I was thinking Mia, but then nah, Letty would be a little funnier. But
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
yeah, I know. I mean, that's kind of. Oh, you know what? I know how I can fix this. Watch this. There we go. Much better. All right. Oh, wow. The next question from Nicholas Pruitt. I believe in the Michelle Rodriguez universe, where every character she has ever portrayed on the screen is the same person. Do you respect, agree, or despise any of the possible tenets of my belief system? No, I think what he's going for there is with they all act the same. They all just have a bitchy face and are always not happy about everything all the time. I'm not going to say I respect it. I'm not going to say I despise it. And I guess the only option is agree. Wow, I can't just disagree. I guess I'll have to despise. I thought there'd be like a disagree, but no, I'm just going to despise every possible tenant. What about you, homeless guy, little tiny guy,
Yeah, little tiny guy. I know
little mouse?
I don't despise it. I mean, I can tolerate it, but I don't know.
Okay, that wasn't one of the options. It was
I know.
respect, agree, or despise.
I'll go with despise.
Okay, we're in agreement, Nicholas. Very much despised. All right. Here we go, homeless guy. There. All right, you're out of timeout, okay? Now you're normal sized again. Just don't don't let it happen again. I forgot what that was even for, but
Yeah, and me too. So
that was just a warning. All right, chat. What do you got for me or homeless guy? He's just so you know, he's probably has some undiagnosed mental problems. Oh, wow, Coffee says you look like Fred Armisen in Phantom of the Opera when you were tiny, when you were in timeout. All right,
I'm
let's
not
get
sure
some
if I
good
should take that
questions,
as a
chat.
compliment or.
Don't. No, I wouldn't. Don't. I want to take what most of chat. My chat doesn't give compliments. Oh, here's a good question from S Dude. Mr. Space Ice, what happened to your petition for the Acolyte Season 2? Let me get you updated numbers for that. Because there is actually some exciting news to report. I'm gonna bring that up though. So for people that don't know, I started a petition to bring back the Acolyte for Season 2. But the conditions are you have to have all the same writers, but they bring Steven Seagal in to be star / full creative control. And so it currently has about 2,400 signatures, which is 1,200 times as many people actually watch the show. So I've heard that Kathleen Kennedy is in talks. So things are happening, guys. Things are happening. They can't ignore all of you. So I should probably bring that up more so people know to sign it. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. So Steven Seagal's been notified. Disney's been notified. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I'll have to put that in so people can actually see that. I totally forgot about it. Oh man, Butch Deadlift, Space Ice. What happened to Airbud, and why won't anyone tell me? Homeless guy's got this. He wants to know what happened to Buddy.
You're asking me what happened to that dog?
Well, let's just say that movie came out 30 years ago. And Buddy was probably 5-ish years old when it came out. I think you can handle this one.
You put me on the spot like that. I have no idea.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
crash and burn on this one.
Sorry, Butch. He died. He died. Dogs don't live to be 40. He's dead. Sorry.
I did hear that there were a number number of dogs that filmed
So,
those movies. It wasn't just like one dog or two dogs.
well, so anyone that's followed the Air Bud franchise as closely as I have knows there were more dog stars. Like there were more than just Buddy. So not only did he completely dominate basketball and then football and volleyball and soccer, not football, it'll always be soccer. Baseball, yeah, he was in baseball. He was in major leagues too. It wasn't even just like the school baseball team. It was Major League Baseball. Uh, Eventually, he gets superpowers and fights aliens with his family of buddies. So I should probably start with that franchise because it gets really good when they fight the aliens. But yeah, so there were a lot of dogs because there were a lot of dogs, and they didn't have the CGI back then to do a Rob Schneider where he plays every character in the movie. Whoa, Gene Smith. Hey, Space Ice, in the Fast and the Furious. This doesn't make sense, the grammar. Come on, guys. In the Fast and the Furious went full Transformers. What would be the best combiner? It's not bad. I would combine, if you're asking characters, I would combine The Rock and Vin Diesel so it could just fight itself and be really bitchy with itself the entire time. I think that would be hilarious. What do you think, homeless man?
I would like to see Paul Walker back with
Whoa.
Optimus Prime.
You should be more clear. Are we doing, are you asking combining Transformers with Fast and the Furious or just Fast and Furious people? You know what? No, you didn't specify Paul Walker and Optimus Prime. That's better than The Rock and Vin Diesel just bitching at itself the whole time. But yeah, it's on him for not specifying.
I
Oh,
took it
wow.
as combining two franchises.
Well, when they're unclear, you can make it whatever you want it to be. This is from J. Craig. Could Airbud have taken Teen Wolf in a one-on-one basketball game? Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, so if people don't know, if you turn into a werewolf, you gain incredible basketball skills. A lot of people don't realize how good werewolves are at basketball. Unless you've seen Teen Wolf, then you get it. What do you think?
I think Teen Wolf would have won because I don't recall Airbud being able to dunk.
I agree. So I don't know if anyone's still been around since I had my Airbud video up, but most of the video was talking about how terrible Airbud is at basketball and how if you just have somebody stand near the hoop and just stick their hand up, he will never score. He can't score more than 3 or 4 feet away from the basket. If they just played a zone defense where a guy just kind of stands there, Buddy is completely neutralized. You don't need to chase him around at the 3-point line. He's not shooting that. So yeah, plus you got Michael J. Fox. So yeah, I go with Michael J. Fox.
I mean, not Michael J. Fox now, obviously, because of the whole.
Still Michael J. Fox. I don't care. I got your back, Mike. Definitely Michael J. Fox. Man, so much hate up here. He's a disability, bro. Ladlaw 71. Hey, Space Ice. Rob Schneider versus a slightly aggressive capybara with Neil Breen's eternal knowledge. Who wins? I need to know. Jesus. I can see why you need to know. It's a very pressing question that just can't wait. Oh. Yeah, I guess Schneider versus Breen's a good one, but I go Schneider. I go Schneider because he's right next to me. What do you think?
I don't know. I
Remember,
heard
Schneider's staring at you right now.
I in my travels on the internet, I heard that Cappy always wins. So
Ooh.
I don't know. This might be a gray area.
Okay. So that means Rob Schneider, he just doesn't want to admit it. Thank you, Ladlaw. Billy Bob, what is this quality content? So he's watching, he must be watching 2 streams at the same time. Okay, Billy Bob. Thank you, sir. I think that's a compliment. I'm not really, I'm not really sure.
I think so.
Oh, here we go. Rob's right. Oh, this is a good one. Space. If I wanted to write a main character as good as Seagal, what main characteristics do I need to portray? Okay, here's how you write that. You get one of those seat liners that they have at like the public toilets. You put it down, you come back at the end of the day and you get it. Boom, Seagal script. What do you think, homeless guy?
Can't top that because that was perfect. You know, a paper ass gasket with a script that write itself. That's great.
That's how they get written, and then they just make the best sense they can. No, Airbud, hands down. Already explained it, the real Amberlynn Reed. Airbud can't shoot away from the basket. And yes, he doesn't even have hands. So no, his hands aren't up or down. Ooh. Delve in deeply. Predator or aliens? Which one is better? Oh shit. If you're talking about the movies, I guess probably the same. I go Predator. Because I would say Predator is probably just a little better than Aliens. I think Alien is a little better than Predator 2. I liked Predator 2 a lot. It was a good movie, but it wasn't Predator. So I go Predator just by a smidge, and I just ignore every other movie in those franchises. Prey was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it wasn't some amazing movie. It was just like, okay, I guess it's not insulting. What's your
Never
stance,
understood.
homeless guy?
I never understood why personally, I mean, I love Aliens. I regard Aliens as one of the best movies ever. Um, Predator is a great movie too. I don't know if I could say one is better than the other. Um, but I like the Predator as a species better because they're, you know, they get all the technology and they do cooler things and I
Yeah.
don't understand why the Alien versus Predator series has gotten the hate that it has because I don't know. I mean, I like both of those movies.
Probably depends on what you want in a movie. Because like Predator and Aliens, Alien and Aliens, maybe not Alien 3, uh, they were legit movies. Like legitimate movies. Like not just you have to be a huge action junkie that just wants to see things blow up. Like they were legit movies. That were just quality. And then when they go to just kind of the schlocky action, um, it's definitely a drop off in quality, and it's not the same exact audience that started. So I can see why people do that. Um, but yeah, if it's what you're into, if you want to see aliens fight each other, like just things from other countries, planets fight each other. Yeah, too much politics out there. From other planets fighting each other. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. But they're not great cinema. It's not like great quality movie Stanley Kubrick level things, like the other ones. But that's my guess on why it gets the hate. Kind of like how a lot of people complain about the Fast and the Furious franchise and how it's kind of gotten ridiculous, which I like more. I love it being how stupid and ridiculous and how they always try to one up themselves in the most insane ways. I love that. Some people would rather see 50-year-olds still doing street races, but I wouldn't. So I think we answered the question. I don't really remember what the original question was, but we'll go with that. Let's see. I think there's some good ones I've been talking over. So, and you think you also thought Aliens was better than Terminator 2, is that right? Am I
Yeah.
remembering that correctly?
Yeah. I thought, I mean, and I think I remember saying that, I mean, obviously it's just like a hair separates the two of those movies. You know, they're both fantastic movies. They're both fantastic sequels. But I don't know, I've always loved Aliens as a sequel in a movie.
Aliens do have the advantage in the horror. The face hugger being on your face, that's terrifying. Like, just I'd rather just be killed than have that thing. Have them shoot out of your stomach, that's terrifying. There's a lot more horror, absolutely, with the aliens. So I could see that appealing to people more. Here's Ross, $1.99. I wish you could record my voice. Email. I think that was supposed to be voicemail, but I got you, Ross. Maybe I can record your voicemail. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, where was I talking about? Oh, the horror. Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of horror. I don't outside of something where I'm being a complete fanboy for Van Damme or Nicolas Cage, I don't think anything tops Terminator 2. It may have also been my age when I saw it. Like I find that has a huge effect on people, something that they remember from their certain age in their childhood, and it still holds up though. It does hold up, but nothing's really topping Terminator 2. It even gives you that terror because it's kind of the same shtick as like a Friday the 13th, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, where it's just something's coming after you and nothing can stop it. It will get to you. You can't really, you can run and that's it. You can just keep running, but it's going to come and get you. It has that with the T1000. So it's got that going for me. I remember that used to, when I was a kid, that scared the shit out of me. You can't kill it. It will kill you. It will get you. It can run almost as fast as a car. I think he did catch the car. He just shot him with a shotgun. So yeah.
Yeah, he ran and
But
caught up to the truck. Remember that part?
yeah, I mean,
When he
yeah, he's fast as hell. Like I'm not outrunning it, but yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, Aliens is such a good movie. I can't fault anyone for that being their favorite. That's gold. I mean,
Did
that
you
was a
ever
great transition from horror to mostly action. That was one of those few times they completely change it, and almost everyone agrees it's better. Well, the
did
first
you
one was
see
still really good.
you see the director's cut of Aliens? It's got like
Oh,
27 or 28 minutes extra in it.
is it like action? Extra action?
Yeah, there's a scene in the hallway where they put like remote sentry guns. It's the
Oh,
scene when before the aliens break into the med center, and there's a whole scene with you meet Newt's family, and they shows the colony before it gets infested, and just it made it such a it's made it such a better movie.
yeah. It's so weird when they take things out, and then when it gets put back in, you're like, why'd you take this out? This made it even better. Let's see. Someone was saying. Yeah, someone was mentioning that Aliens is still kind of horror, which is true. It is. I mean, Predator is kind of horror too because you're getting hunted by something you can't see, and even if you could see, it's still going to kill you. It's not like you're going to beat the Predator hand-to-hand combat. So yeah, I mean, they all kind of have horror to them. All of those, the original Terminator, they all do have that element of horror because it's something that you can't really defeat. I guess Aliens you could kind of defeat, but they did it better to make it actual horror. Alien 3? Oh my god. So,
Boy, it was garbage.
first time I saw that was in the theater. I don't remember what year it came out. I was a little kid and I fell asleep. I remember waking up as she was falling into some vat and being like, "Oh my god, how did I fall asleep in an action movie like this?" It must have been that boring. She like has one of the aliens is like her baby or something. She's like feels a connection to it. Oh god. 92. Yeah, so I was just a little kid. Out Coffee's got this off the top of his head. I don't know if mine was opening day, probably not. But yeah, a little tiny. Oh my God, Neil Breen's here. Uh, wow, he's all the celebrities showing up. This is amazing. Um, so Neil, I'm just gonna ignore whatever I was about to talk about. Uh, what's Double Down about? Can you tell us? Paul Schlock is a little kid. He wasn't even born. Oh my God. Coffee saw Apocalypse Now opening day. How old are you, Coffee? Jeez. So, oh yeah. So for guys that don't know, homeless guy tomorrow is turning 70. So you guys want to give him a nice congratulations. He'll be 70 tomorrow.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, space. Can you name anyone who went downhill as fast as Christian Slater? And I think you want me to say Seagal, so I'll give a non-Seagal answer. I'll go Michael Richards. So for people that don't know Michael Richards, that was Kramer from Seinfeld. Uh, what about
Yeah,
you,
that little
homeless guy?
outburst didn't help him.
It,
That
it, it, wa-
outburst didn't help him too much.
I'm gonna say it was not did not go over well. I'm not gonna say it was terrible for his career, but it wasn't great. So if you
You know
don't
who
know what
went?
that is, then Google it. I guess I'm not repeating it.
I think that someone that went down super fast was remember when they tried to force Sam Worthington on us for like 3 or 4 years?
No,
He was in, the Clash of the Titans, and then Wrath of the Titans, and then Avatar, and They really
The
tried to. They
oh
really
yeah,
tried to. They
hmm
really tried to make him a thing.
that wasn't the guy that was in that Terminator movie, was it?
Yes, it was. He was in the Christian Bale Terminator movie.
Yeah, that's what I remember seeing him. He played like a Terminator that didn't know it was a Terminator.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. And it's so crazy about Avatar, how nothing about Avatar seems to matter. Nobody ever talks about Avatar. It doesn't seem like it boosted anyone's careers. Biggest money maker in history, and nobody seems to really care. And then the second one, same thing. I didn't see the second one, but it's kind
No,
of crazy
neither
how
did
that
I.
happens. Jerry Sandusky. Okay. Wow, we got
Oh,
some solid
Jesus.
contenders here. Yeah, you're right, Adam. His career. Wow.
Jerry Sandusky. Oh my God.
We got some. See, look, chat's on fire today. Good job, guys. Fetch isn't a thing. Okay. Mess dude, did homeless guy also visit you in space ice? I'm not following, bro. I'm not following. Oh
Yeah, I don't get
wow.
that question.
Mess dude does not like Terminator Zero. Apparently, it's anime. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it because I've mentioned this. I've been pretty anti anime, but because my Star Wars one people seem to like, my Rings of Power one seem to like. I don't really know too much about either of those or have too much love for those franchises. That maybe I should try to do things I don't really know about or care about any knowledge on. So I was thinking about maybe doing one if I could get a good suggestion. What I'm not going to do is watch a bunch of it and then decide. So I would need to get like someone whose opinion I trust that could give me a solid one to do and just do a video on that. So if chat has any suggestions, Cave Gentleman, I grew up in the desert. Tremors creeped me out as a kid. Also grew up around idiots, so Night of the Living Dead hit hard. Oh man, Night of the Living Dead. I think it was Return of the Living Dead that really got me. Oh god, that movie terrified me when I was little. That's a good one. Yeah, the zombie movies where everyone's just turning into zombies. Good stuff. So people are thinking Berserk. Seen a few Berserk. Okay, now I'm getting a bunch of different ones. Attack on Titan. Goonies. Yeah, I might do Goonies. So I think Goonies is one of those overrated movies that we all love just because we were the right age when it came out. But yeah, I have fondness for Goonies. Only boomers like Avatar? Is that true? I thought that was for younger people. Chris Farley. Bro, come on. Way too soon, man. Way too soon. Jesus, guys. Jesus,
That's
yeah.
uncalled for.
Uncalled for. That's the guy that gave us Beverly Hills Ninja. Show some respect. Yeah, according to the ultimate reductionist, Blade Trinity has now finally made it because it's got pitch meetings, honest trailer, and Space Ice, the trifecta of movie reviews. Can't believe he went and did Blade Trilogy a few weeks ago. What a douche. Arctic Fox, what do you think of the American Ninja movies? They're all right. About it. I mean, it's not nothing amazing, but it's not bad. Oh, Rob Bright's asking, is homeless guy an informant for pitch meeting? I don't know, homeless guy.
Absolutely not. Firmly on Space Ice side.
Okay. Now, if he was an informant, do you think he would admit it? Just saying. You
Yeah.
got a point here, Rob's right. You would expect somebody who wasn't an informant or was an informant to deny it. And if he wasn't an informant, he would admit it. So I think we got this handled. Canon Death Wish. I should do more canon movies. Those are surprisingly solid for how tiny their budgets were. Which decade is homeless guy's webcam from? Damn, you guys are brutal.
It's the it's the internal web camera in my laptop.
See, there we go. Band
I'll
is
have
the
a better one
hand.
if there's a next time.
Oh, he's gonna get another camera. I should tell him, yeah, they're gonna get another one and then just never have him on again. Have him buy one. What do you think of The Sixth Day? I have a video on it, Brad. It was one of the best movies ever. Zero flaws in any of the logic of that movie. Oh, Ultimate Reductionist is asking, oh, damn, coffee. Man, they're brutal to you. Is that on one of Neil Breen's laptops? Is it? I mean, they don't power on, so it checks out. Damn, you guys are, I mean, brutal but fair. I can't say they're not
Hey,
being fair. Oh, Rumble in the Bronx, that's good. All right,
I
let's
knew what I was
get
getting
one
into.
or two more really good questions. Really good. I'll wait till I get a really good one. Come on, guys, put your thinking hats on. I feel like I've gone over that 11 MA, so I'll wait for a better one. Not terrible. Not terrible. I want to say that's in the Reese Witherspoon video, I think. Older people can't be bothered with HD quality. Damn.
It wasn't very nice.
It wasn't, but I like it. So good job. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. This made this one easy. Ladlaw 71 deathmatch. Neil Breen with a powered off computer versus Steven Seagal and a 6-pack of Krispy Kreme donuts. Who wins? I think the donuts. What do you got? What do you got on that one?
Krispy Kreme donuts, definitely. Nothing beats them.
Yeah. Okay. The donuts. It's unanimous. First round KO. Never heard of Barbarian Bros. Oh, is that the? I think that might be a really cheap 80s movie. I'll probably check that one out. All right. One more super good question. Super good question. I don't think that's a great question, Jerry Craig. That seems kind of random and out of nowhere. He wants to know where I was and when Dennis Rodman married himself. I do remember that. I do actually remember that. I'm pretty sure I was a little kid, so I was probably at school. Oh man, Mike Honcho. I feel that like the chat's expectations of a man named Homeless Guy is a little high. Yeah. Oh, Cave Gentleman. What are the chances John Jones drops out of his fight in 2 weeks? It's not really a channel question, but it's almost guaranteed. He just doesn't fight. People don't know John Jones. He's undefeated UFC fighter who fights like once every 15, 20 years. It's like a Mortal Kombat thing. Once a generation, he fights. There's some. All right. Probably the best we're gonna get. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, Adam. Okay, Adam. Because this is my chat and this is the kind of things they ask. I'm half of me is disappointed and half of me respects this. If Rob Schneider played Jared from Subway, what would the action movie be about?
That's awful.
Bro. This dude, me. Mummified. What do you got, homeless guy? What do you think it'd be about?
Oh man. I think that it would be a daily challenge to avoid gang rape in the shower.
Wow. Wow. You just went out there for it. Jeez. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing. So this takes place when he's already in prison. I
I was thinking
didn't know it was. I mean, that's where he is. Yeah. I mean, Rob Schneider's not, but so I mean, he doesn't have to be in prison. That's okay. You said an action movie. I guess that's a type of action. I was gonna go a different route. I'd basically think it would be like be like a pitch meetings biopic. Biopic. That's what I imagine that would be. Thank you for the question, Adam. Rob Schneider is the Predator. Oh, homeless guy nailed it. Okay, Pork Chop likes you. I guess you guys have similar interests. You guys watch the same cage teat movies.
No, I think I just know the reality of prison.
So CL, I'm working on something like that. I'll let you guys know. I'm just waiting for like one more thing to come in. So it's coming. All right. So thank you guys. Enjoy trying to figure out what the Neil Breen movie's about. I feel like we went over all of it, and now we all know less about whatever the fuck it was supposed to be about. So I'm glad I was here to confuse you guys even more. Homeless guy, like I said, is gonna turn, I think, 78 tomorrow. So congratulations to him.
Thank you, chat.
Every time he wakes up is a win for him.
Yeah.
And thank you, chat. You guys have had some solid questions. This has been the Space Ice Mega Blockbuster Hit live stream, where a really, 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 really old guy with a shitty webcam. And that's all we got.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.